There are three more events: oncut, oncopy and onpaste, which we can use with input elements. There are two relative questions with this topic. So let's start discussing it. I am again using the same layout where we have a text box and I have an H1 where I am displaying if there is an event occurred. So let's go to the coding. We have this division here, some CSS applied, and also for input I have font size and margin. Now here what I have done is I have an input box where I am going to configure the three events which we are talking about. So the first event I am talking about is oncut event. So I'll say oncut. What I want to configure is I want to call the function eHandler, and inside this I'm just passing that oncut fired or something like this. The next event I'm going to configure is oncopy and then onpaste. So let me just paste the events. So I'll say oncopy, where I'm going to pass the string oncopy, and onpaste I will say onpaste is fired. That's it. And we have this eHandler where every string is passed and the message is assigned. Let's go to the browser and I refresh the screen. Let's type this is a test. Now I just select the test word, and if I press Ctrl C, then you can see that it says oncopy. If I just say Ctrl X, then the oncut is fired, and if I press Ctrl V, the onpaste event is fired. This is a common practice that we have cut, paste and copy kind of actions for any text boxes. We don't actually write anything to make it happen. But in case if we want to stop this cut, copy or paste behavior, which is the default behavior of text box, we can stop that as well. If you want that, what you can do, let's say I do not want this cut event to be fired for this text box, that is for this element. So one way is that I can say return false. This will cancel this event. Or let's say in case of paste, I don't want that the paste should happen. So another way is that the event object has a method called prevent default. If I do this, then this will also stop the event execution. This shows that the default event is prevented. So two ways you have to stop the event execution. Remember, you can cancel only those events which are cancelable. There are few events which are not cancelable, so you can't write return false for those events. Let me just save this and I will refresh, and again I'm going to type this is a test. Now if I press Ctrl C, then the copy event is executed because we have configured it. But if I just press Ctrl X here, then there is no event executed, or even if I say Ctrl V, that also doesn't execute the event. So both the cut and paste events are stopped. So it's easy to understand this cut, copy and paste event, but this is a tricky one, that how do we stop the event execution. Let's discuss relative questions of this topic. Now the first question is just that somebody may ask you what is a cut event, or how do you manage some code when something is copied in the element, or maybe paste event, right? So the question can be related to that. So now you know that there is oncopy, oncut or onpaste event which can be used, which can handle the cut, copy or paste action coding. The second question is, how can you stop an event of cut, copy or paste for an element? So the way to do it is like this, that you return false either, or you just say event.prevent default, then it will certainly stop that particular event to be executed for that particular element only.